Listen, the Washington Mystics just put belt to ass on Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky. Sonia Citron was out there cooking with hot grease. Stir the pot, stir the pot. Keep cooking, Sonia. That was
The Chicago Sky just suffered another humiliating loss. Falling 103-86 to the Washington Mystics, and here's what no one wants to say out loud. Angel Reese played 28 minutes and posted a double-double with 22 points and 13 rebounds? Sounds solid, right? Not really? The Sky were getting blown out while she was on the court, and even the announcers couldn't hide their laughter. Meanwhile, Mystics rookies Sonia Citron and Kiki Urafan made history as the first rookie duo to each score 20 points in the same game. Now, the question is unavoidable. Is Angel Reese actually making her team worse? And what exactly happened? During the game that left her embarrassed on live TV, if you think Reese is hurting the Sky, drop a me bounds in the comments. Let's get into it.
Lack of awareness combined with a lack of ability to jump. Not great. Bang!
Me bow, me bow, me bow, me bow, me bow, me bow, me bow.
Yeah! Again, do it for me. Me bow. Bang!
Let's be real about what's been obvious all season. Angel Reese can stack up all the double-doubles she wants, but the Chicago Sky are still losing in embarrassing fashion. With a dismal 7-19 record, they're dead last in the playoff race and a full 6 games out from even dreaming of the postseason. What makes it worse? This 6-game losing streak didn't start with Reese's return. It began before she even came back from her back injury.
6 for 16, shot 35%, 22 points, 13 rebounds, got to the free throw line multiple times, 11 free throws for Angel Reese, but the bloopies were blooping, and oh boy, here we go. All right, we go, right, easy open layup, and a stoink right off the bottom of the backboard, and we're just asking for a foul. We're asking for a foul. We throw the ball off the bottom, that's like the bottom side of the backboard, asking for a foul, no foul to be given in this current point in time.
The Washington Mystics game perfectly summed up this ongoing disaster. Angel Reese dropped 22 points and 13 rebounds, pushing her double-double streak to 11 straight games, but it meant little in a 103-86 blowout. That 17-point loss wasn't just a bad night, it was a collapse, with Chicago's defense falling apart while their so-called star was on the floor for 28 minutes. The Mystics racked up 52 points in the paint, which says all you need to know about how effectively Reese was anchoring the defense.
Hey, new strategy, team. Angel, keep doing your part. Everyone else, go rebound her misses. If she keeps missing layups at this rate, she's gonna be serving buttermilk pancakes at Denny's. Butter? Did somebody say butter? Butter pecan! Bang! At a certain point, you just got to applaud greatness. A me-bound on her back? Are you kidding? Bang! Simon says, give me another pray-up. How about it? Bang! She really hit under the basket on a layup. Get this girl GPS. Bang! Everybody get up on your feet. It's time to meet and greet the most underpaid athlete. Bang!
Here's where it gets truly embarrassing for Chicago and, for Angel Reese in particular, to Washington. Rookies Sonia Citron and Kiki Urafan made WNBA history by becoming the first rookie duo in Mystics history to each score 20 or more points in the same game. Citron exploded for 28 points, while Urafan added 22 points and 10 rebounds, completely outclassing the Sky's veteran roster and making them look like amateurs on their own home court.
And Kiki Urafan got the better of her today. 22 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, 8 of 14 shooting. Man, Kiki stirring that pot on Angel today. Listen, the Chicago Sky are trash. In Washington Mystics, you are a 500 team fighting for the playoffs. You are scrapping to get into that playoffs, and I respect it. Led by 2 rookie all-stars, and Angel Reese had the nerve to say they have the best young core.
Coach Tyler Marsh didn't mince words after the game, calling out the team's failure to protect the paint, a clear shot at their interior defense. Angel Reese shot just 6 of 16 from the field and picked up 5 fouls, which further limited her already shaky impact. Sure, she hit 10 of 11 free throws, But none of that matters when your team is getting torched on defense and giving up easy buckets all night.
First of all, we all know the Indiana Fever had the best young core in the league with Aaliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark. Forget young core. That's probably the best duo, period. So, during that whole thing, when she said, yo, we the skyscrapers, best young duo in the league. When she said that, I told y'all, we all knew CC and AB was better. That's not even a conversation. I said, wait a second. Are y'all sure, Angel, are you sure you and Camila are better than Sonia Citron and Kiki? The last I checked, the Washington Mystics had 2 rookies that made the All-Star team. And boy, did they show why today. They took
The Sky actually put up 86 points, 9 more than their season average of 77, so offense clearly wasn't the issue. The problem was the defense, which was an absolute joke, and that blame falls squarely on the players expected to anchor it. When your team gives up 103 points and lets rookies make history on your home court, there's something fundamentally broken in your defensive system. This isn't a one-off either. It's been the story all season. Angel Reese puts up solid individual stats, but the Sky keep losing game after game. Her numbers mean nothing when they don't translate to wins. The harsh reality is becoming harder to ignore. Individual stats without team success are just empty noise. And that leads us to an even more embarrassing moment that unfolded during the game.
Spins on Reese, comes back. Yes, off the window. As she's saying, too small on the way back. Very subtly so, but she had to...
You want to know what real humiliation looks like? Try getting hit with a too small taunt on live television while the announcers call it out for everyone watching at home. That's exactly what happened to Angel Reese in the first quarter, when Washington's Shakira Austin scored on her and delivered one of the most brutal taunts of the season. Austin didn't just win the play, she made sure the entire arena and every viewer at home knew she owned that moment.
Austin going at him. Everybody's just going at him. The Chicago Sky are food. And I mean, it's just embarrassing to the point where it's like, you, like, as a Sky fan, y'all are probably happy y'all lost by less than 20 points today. And that is embarrassing. That is ridiculous. Y'all getting popped, bro. Y'all not just losing. Y'all getting smoked by 20 and 30 and 40 and almost 50. Bro, y'all are terrible. Something has to change. Something has to change.
This wasn't your typical back and forth trash talk Shakira. Austin's too small gesture was a direct statement about Angel Reese's defensive flaws being exposed on national television. The moment perfectly summed up everything wrong with Chicago's defense and Reese's inability to protect the rim when it truly matters. Austin worked her on that play, and the fact that the announcers highlighted the taunt made it even more humiliating for someone expected to anchor the Sky's interior defense.
Listen to this. We have the commentators that are actually laughing at this.
To be able to attack and finish inside, and Washington has done that incredibly well so far. Reese missed the first one, still with it blocked. Give this one to...
We have commentators laughing at this.
Washington has done that incredibly well so far. Reese missed the first one, still with it blocked.
They realized that they were laughing and then quickly stopped themselves like, oh, I can't laugh. I'm live right now. I can't laugh. I'm live right now. Let me, let me get real serious.
You know what makes this even worse? It's how Angel Reese responded. After getting dominated Drather, then elevating her defensive intensity or adjusting her approach. She continued to struggle as Shakira Austin and the Mystics picked apart Chicago's defense. That moment didn't just expose Reese. It captured exactly why the Sky had been losing all season despite her flashy individual stats. Now compare that to real defensive anchors like Aaliyah Boston and Lexi Hall, who face elite scorers night after night but respond with poise and effectiveness. They don't get taunted on national TV because they know how to play winning defense. When adversity hits, they rise to the challenge instead of becoming the highlight reel for the other team.
Reese went home and got cooked in front of everybody. She played a good game, but her team got destroyed. This team is pitiful. Pitiful. And the sad part is, it's not like they have anywhere to turn. Ariel Atkins didn't play today, but she ain't been winning them no game. It's not, they have nowhere to turn. They went and made moves in the offseason as if they had a team to go out and win games and try to compete right now. Going and giving up your young draft pick for Ariel Atkins, going and getting Vandersloot, who's hurt. I mean, I just don't understand the direction they thought they were going in. But this has been malpractice from the management to the coaching to a lot of these players.
Austin's taunt wasn't just about. One plet symbolized an entire game where the Mystics completely dominated Chicago from start to finish. Sonia Citron's career-high 28 points came largely because the Sky failed to establish any defensive presence in the paint, while Kiki Iriafon's 22 points and 10 rebounds turned the night into a historic low for Chicago, as both rookies outplayed the Sky's veteran core and made franchise history in the process. The public humiliation on the court was just the beginning of what spiraled into a brutal week for Angel Reese. Getting worked by Austin and taunted on live TV should have been rock bottom, but things somehow got even worse. The defensive collapse that let Washington pour in 103 points revealed every flaw in Chicago's system, with Reese right in the middle of the mess. And that on-court disaster set the stage for a whole new level of drama off the court. This time involving a WNBA legend and a social media firestorm.
You all that are gonna go home and write a biography on how wrong this is, you guys can kick rocks. What's up, fam? Candace Parker here. I'm gonna do a tier ranking of WNBA players. I'm gonna try.
When a three-time WNBA champion calls you a C-tier player, you've got two options: prove them wrong on the court, or start a Twitter feud. Angel Reese chose the latter. Candace Parker dropped some hard truths on her new podcast Post Moves with Aaliyah Boston, calling out Reese's performance and impact instead of responding with results. Reese took it to social media, revealing exactly where her priorities lie.
And Cameron Brink, I think, is, the unknown. So I put Cameron Brink on the C level, I think, just in terms of her kind of showing glimpses of what she's capable of. I think WNBA, with the space and her length and versatility, she's going to be able to have an impact on the defensive end immediately. Then you got Angel Reese. I put her right at that C level.
Candace Parker didn't hold back when she placed Angel Reese in the C tier alongside Cameron Brink during her player tier list discussion. She made it clear this wasn't personal it was honest basketball analysis. Parker even stated, "I, in no way, shape, or form, am a hater. But what player are you taking Angel Reese over from those I just listed?" She was referring to players capable of carrying teams and serving as true primary offensive options, an elite category that, according to Parker, Reese simply doesn't belong in.
In terms of being above, you have to be able to have the ability to carry a team, be a 1 or 2 option. I think Angel Reese is fantastic at her role, which is offensive rebounding. She showed and demonstrated so much growth in that first year. I think that this is my team.
Instead of answering with improved play on the court, Angel Reese fired back on social media with a cryptic post. "Clout is one hell of a drug. Like, it really gets to a point." Let that sink in. She's accusing a 3-time champion and 2-time MVP of chasing clout. This, from someone who hosts her own podcast, regularly inserts herself into Caitlin Clark drama, and generates social media buzz like clockwork. The irony couldn't be louder.
We have her reposting this. I'd be mad too if a girl who was beautiful, rich, famous, rich and famous, lifestyle of the rich and the famous. They always complaining, always complaining. Shout out to Good Charlotte, man. They were a quality band. They were a quality band. And well liked among her peers, comes in, breaks my records, gets promotion, brand deals I couldn't get, and then has the audacity to steal my vet. I'd be bitter. Uh-oh, Angel Reese reposted that. And then Angel Reese puts out her own tweet. Clout is one hell of a drug. Like, it really gets to a point. Oh, shots fired. Shots fired.
Parker's assessment zeroed in on Angel Reese's inability to serve as a primary offensive option or carry a team to wins. While she gave credit to Reese's offensive rebounding, she questioned her overall impact when stacked against elite players like Caitlin Clark, Aja Wilson, and Nafisa Collier, all of whom earned higher tier rankings. It was the kind of blunt, honest evaluation that fans rarely hear from. Former players know sugarcoating, just real talk about what separates stars from role players.
Wilson, reigning MVP, couple Defensive Player of the Years, 2 championships. If there was something higher than S, I would definitely put her up there. But Nafisa Collier, she's up there with top tier with Asia. Just her ability to play on both sides of the ball, pump fake, she's gonna make you choose wrong. I know you guys are gonna say I'm biased because I'm putting all 4s at the S, but the 4s run the league. Don't ever forget that. Brianna Stewart, the versatility, reigning champion from last year. She's got 3 of them things. I don't think there's any debate.
The real irony. Angel Reese calling someone else a clout chaser while her entire brand thrives on controversy and social media drama. Sure, Candace Parker was promoting her new podcast with Olia Boston, but she was also delivering real basketball analysis, grounded in performance metrics and team impact. Despite backlash from Reese's fans, Parker stood firm, clarifying that her critique wasn't hate it, was an honest evaluation. She compared Reese to the league's top players and found her lacking in the areas that truly define elite talent: leadership, offensive versatility, and the ability to carry a team.
This is where it gets tricky. Caitlin Clark is at an A level. I think in time she's gonna raise up to that S, but in order to put her at that level, she's gotta have a couple more years. So I'll put Kelsey Plum at the A level. 2-time champ, now took on the challenge to be #1 option in LA. I would say KP is definitely in that tier. I would love to put Sabrina Ionescu in that A range. She got that elusive championship. She's one of the best shooters in the WNBA, if not the best shooter in the WNBA.
Uncomfortable truth is that Candace Parker's criticism mirrors exactly what we see on the court. Angel Reese racks up double-doubles while the Chicago Sky keep losing and fall further out of playoff contention. Her response hints that she's more focused on protecting her image than elevating her game. The real question isn't whether Parker was being minutes, whether she was being accurate. And judging by the Sky's record and Reese's limited impact on winning, the evidence says she absolutely was.
Again, her fans have talked her into another one-sided beef. The other side doesn't know that they're beefing, but as far as Angel Reese is concerned, as far as the Reese's Pieces are concerned, oh, it's beef and it is on site. The last one-sided beef, you guys know. This current one-sided beef started innocently when Candace Parker was asked to ranked players who were clearly better than Angel Reese. The Reese's Pieces threw a temper tantrum, tagged Angel so many times, tweeted about it so many times, that now Angel Reese is convinced in her own mind, oh, this actually is beef. Candace Parker, you don't like me.
While Angel Reese is busy stirring up drama and padding empty stats, real WNBA stars are showing what true championship-level impact looks like. Caitlin Clark has completely transformed the Indiana Fever, turning a once-forgotten team into a competitive squad that fans actually want to watch. That shift didn't happen by accident. Ain't what makes Clark special is her ability to elevate everyone around her without craving constant attention or chasing social media clout. Players like Lexi Hull have stepped up their games alongside her, becoming more confident shooters and smarter decision makers. While Kelsey Mitchell has found new ways to thrive offensively, even with a rookie in the spotlight who could have easily made it all about herself.
People say that Caitlin Clark moves the needle. That is wrong. She is the needle. She dictates. We all know what she's done on the floor. It's history, right? But off the floor, my goodness.
Look at how Sophie Cunningham approaches the game in Indiana. She contributes to winning basketball without stirring up drama or feuding with legends on social media. Players like her handle criticism with professionalism and let their play do the talking. When their abilities are questioned, they respond by elevating their game, not by posting cryptic shots about clout chasing. The contrast between Indiana's upward trajectory under Caitlin Clark's leadership and Chicago's continued decline despite Angel Reese's individual numbers says everything about real basketball impact. The Fever are building something sustainable that fans can rally behind. While the Sky are stuck collecting empty stats, missing the playoffs, and embarrassing themselves on national television?
Angel Reese is the double-double queen. They got the brakes beat off of them last night by the Minnesota Lynx. Angel Reese's double-double, I think 11 points, 11 rebounds, was meaningless and insignificant.
Here's what makes 2025 so promising. 4 teams built around genuine team players rather than stat-padding individuals. The league is finally recognizing that chemistry and collective effort produce better basketball than empty box score, achievements wrapped in social media drama. Teams are prioritizing players who elevate everyone around them, not just themselves. Even Aaliyah Boston, Candace Parker's podcast co-host, embodies the kind of fundamental winning basketball that Angel Reese consistently lacks. Boston is focused on team success and building something lasting with the Fever, without needing to stir controversy or feud with respected veterans. Just to stay in the spotlight,
Caitlin Clark is a superstar, not a female superstar. She is a superstar.
We were coming to see Caitlin Clark play.
She moves the needle. The WNBA has been looking for someone who moves the needle.
Real WNBA talent achieves greatness by prioritizing team success over personal branding, and Caitlin Clark's rookie season proved exactly that. Her presence transformed how the Fever functioned, not just in how they played, but in how they prepared, thought, and competed as a unit. The difference between legitimate stars and social media personalities becomes obvious when you watch real games. Instead of scrolling through Twitter feeds, one group builds championship foundations, the other chases clout and controversy. That's why fans are genuinely excited about Indiana, because real talent rises. Authentic players create lasting success that extends far beyond personal accolades. The Chicago Sky's season has become a perfect case study in how individual stats without team impact create nothing but empty noise and social media drama. With a 7-19 record, second to last in the league, it's clear that double-doubles are meaningless when they don't lead to wins. While Angel Reese racks up rebounding numbers and Twitter feuds with WNBA legends, players like Caitlin Clark are laying down real championship foundations and making the WNBA genuinely exciting to watch. Real basketball fans know the difference between substance and spectacle, between stat padding and actual winning basketball. If you agree that Reese is making her team worse, drop a me bounds in the comments, like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications so you never miss out. Click the video on the screen, and we'll see you in the next one.